Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express. Last episode, well, there was a murder on the Orient Express. Who would have guessed? And we started to investigate what might have happened to poor Ratchet. Well, not that poor, but anyways. And we managed to find a person in a toilet unconscious, which is Joanna Locke, which we are playing at the moment, as we are trying to find out what happened to Daisy Armstrong and kidnapping. I've been sent to interview Suzanne, the Armstrong nanny. Her original testimony has been lost. Yeah, because somehow Miss Murrow's deposition is incomplete due to a computer error, so we are here to fix it. And can I see the other characters? What do we have here? Suzanne Murrow, 35 years old, French nanny. John Armstrong, 38 years old, American retired colonel. Sonny Armstrong, 32 years old, American housewife. Greta Olson, we have no information about him. He's in the Orient Express. She's in the Orient Express, I can't even speak. So Hildegard Schmidt, that we do know. Cyrus Hartman, no idea about him. Masterman. Hotaru Mori, he's the chef. Sean Forshaw, Swiss bartender. Freya Nielsen, American pastry chef. Mrs. Adrani, no idea about her. Antonio Foscarelli, Italian spokesperson. Pierre Michel. Rudolf Adrani, apparently Mrs. Adrani's husband. No idea of those. Natalia Dragomirov. Caroline Hubbard. Samuel Ratchet, now deceased. Archibald Arbuthnot. Mary Debenham, English teacher. Dr. Constantine, doctor. Dr. Constantine, doctor. And somehow I was... Well, yeah, because he doesn't have a first name. Okay. Book. Neither does he. Belgian director of Tobacco and Leeds Company. And Sean Locke, 105. But that's in the future. Now we are in the past. I'll take a little look-see around. Probably there might be mustaches. I guess there are in all the chapters. These are blocking my path at the moment. Can I go to the... Nope, we can't go on the lawn. That is blocked. How about, can we see this? No. Maybe we can run over here. Yes, we can. No, we can't. There's invisible wall. Okay, fine. I think the game wants us to go inside, which is fancy little house, if I may say so myself. I did say it, and there we go. I think there was...
Good evening. Colonel Armstrong?
Yes. You're the detective they phoned about.
Joanna Locke.
I don't remember you.
I'm newly assigned to the case.
It's about time more detectives were involved. My wife, Sonia, she hasn't been herself. Every day is a waking nightmare for us. Tell me you've uncovered something new.
I'm here to speak to your daughter's nanny. There was a computer problem. Her earlier statement has been lost.
Oh, I see. We had hoped. Well, do as you wish. I won't be far if you need me.
Right. Do I want to... We can...
Their fairy tale became a nightmare.
Well, indeed, they had a party, if I remember correctly. How are you?
How are you doing? Are you holding up?
You know, in the military, you're supposed to have the stiffest of upper lips. The Desert War taught me that soon enough. But this, it's difficult. Damned difficult. Harder on my good lady, of course.
Miss Moreau?
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
Her room is upstairs across the hall from Daisy's. She seldom leaves it.
Okay.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Maybe not the best time to admire art. Oh!
Shiny facial hair. The good news is that it's gold.
You just stole the man's golden facial hair. Okay, that... Probably won't find all of them, but... And there's the Daisy.
Sympathy and support for the Armstrong family during this difficult time. Thoughtful, but never enough.
And if I remember...
Dear child.
Remember correctly, this is modeled after the real world kidnapping, Lindbergh child kidnapping. Now, well, there's nothing else to do except go upstairs. So this is our second character. We are going to play... I don't know how much. I imagine quite a lot. But not as much as with Hercule Poirot. Daisy's drawing.
The world through the eyes of a child seems so sweet.
Now that's a huge cat painting. Or poster, I mean. What is that? The story of Dave, my pet dragon. Interesting. I guess that's some kind of unicorn. Some kind of a unicorn.
Not really my style, but I'll take it.
Okay.
A toy castle. When I was a kid, I had a police station and a tiny squad car with a siren that really worked.
And you are a police now. That figures. Hello.
Mrs. Armstrong, my
Oh.
name is Joanna Locke. I'm a detective investigating the kidnapping of your daughter. May I talk to you? When is your baby due? Mrs. Armstrong? Sonia?
Give some space, please.
I don't want to talk. I just want to see my daughter again. That's all that matters.
The poor woman. I can't imagine how she feels.
So we got something, a missing daughter. I have to find a photo of Daisy in the case file. This.
The detective gets it right.
Mrs. Armstrong? Let me show you this.
Daisy, my little Daisy. I miss her so much. How good it is to see her face.
I can't imagine the pain you're feeling right now.
She loved her little stuffed animal, Fluffy. She took him everywhere with her. The kidnappers took it as well. They didn't have to. That means they wouldn't hurt her, doesn't it?
Every lead will be followed up. You have my word on that.
Thank you. I shouldn't lose hope. Somehow.
I know it isn't my case, but I just made a promise, and I mean to keep it.
Oh, and that's why you're on the train then. You obviously took the case really personally. And you're probably, well, not on official police business on the train. Makes sense.
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
She's in her room. Last door on the left.
May I come back if I have more questions?
Of course. Anything I can do.
But before we go, Miss Moreau's room, which should be right over there. I'll check if I can see the other rooms, because of course that's what you do in an adventure game after all. You sneak people's rooms and check them. Oh, sorry. You're Miss Morrow. Wait. Last room on the left. Oh, okay. So, yeah, we can't enter here. Whoops. Well, the father said it was the opposite from the Daisy's room. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, this is the right room. Sorry, I barged in and left without saying anything. So I'm missing a mustache. Have you perhaps seen any mustaches? Cute cat. We got a toy tray.
A toy train. Now here I am on a real one.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yes, you are telling the story.
Lyon, in France. What a lovely looking city.
Indeed. Right. I think we've pretty much done everything here, so... Hello.
Are you Suzanne Moreau, Daisy's nanny?
Yes?
I'm Joanna Locke, a detective working on Daisy's case.
Is there any news?
I'm afraid not.
How can I help you?
I'm really sorry. I'm afraid I have to take your statement again concerning the evening of Daisy's disappearance. There was a computer problem. Your statement was accidentally deleted.
Of course. I want to help any way I can.
Summary of the night of the kidnapping.
Tell me about that night in your own words.
The Armstrongs had a party to raise money for a museum, I think. Mrs. Armstrong is on their board. I was in charge of Daisy. I stayed with the little one all evening, playing with her and reading books to her. She couldn't sleep with all the noise and the comings and goings.
Okay, reading and playing. And the moment of Daisy's abduction.
When did you notice Daisy was missing?
I was only gone 5 minutes to phone my mother. She's in the hospital. When I returned, Daisy wasn't in her bed. I thought she might have gone to look at the party, but then I saw the ransom note on her pillow. I screamed and screamed. I couldn't stop.
Ransom note on a pillow. You made a call. Well, you said few minutes, but it's hard to assess the time when you're on the phone with your mother. So, noticed anything?
Did you notice anything unusual before that?
I was with Daisy all evening. Finally, she fell asleep. I didn't see anyone else or notice anything in particular.
Kidnapper identity.
Do you have any idea who did this?
No! I can't see who could have done such a horrible thing. The Armstrongs are such good people. Like my own family.
Thank you for giving me your statement again. I'll get back to you if I have any questions.
I won't be far.
Okay, I have Suzanne's statement, but her answers need some checking.
Okay, let's see what we can do in the management. Check the facts in the file. Susan Mora, the Armstrong hosted party to raise money for museum. It's one of the elements which does not match Mrs. Murrow's testimony about her phone call. 10:30 p.m. when I went up to check her in her... I noticed Suzanne was not around, but Daisy was sleeping peacefully. I stayed with her for 10 minutes. I said Suzanne was returned, so I'd returned party. On the board as usual, I stayed with the little one all day evening playing with her and reading books. She had trouble... Maybe this?
Information does not correspond to what Suzanne told me. Suzanne said she left Daisy alone for 5 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she stayed with Daisy for a while and Suzanne did not return. Score. 1 for the good guys.
Okay. This cross-check stories. The accounts given by Mrs. Armstrong and Miss Moreau do not match perfectly. I have to check. So, Miss Moreau says... Okay. Basically, there could be a little bit wrong with both, as I'm fairly certain that neither one really checked the time. So there's that. Let's see if I can talk to her first about the time discrepancy.
Tell me about the night Daisy was taken, especially anything about your daughter and Suzanne Moreau.
Apart from seeing to our guests, I took a moment to check on Suzanne and Daisy in Daisy's room. Suzanne wasn't there, but Daisy was asleep. I sat with her for 10 minutes or so. Suzanne didn't return while I was there, but there's no reason for her to sit there all night when Daisy is asleep. I went back downstairs.
Yes.
Okay, the stories Sonia and Suzanne tell don't match. I should recheck my file and track Suzanne's movements.
Oh, right, there was the phone number. One thing, can I see those papers without looking? Characters, inventory. Oh. So there might be some things in my inventory, but apparently not the files. Oh. Excuse me. That would be nice to read those files just without checking the mind map. But anyways, I digress. We were checking the mind map now. So check the phone numbers in the file. There were numbers here. 5 minutes to phone. When I returned, there was the bird. Select another element which doesn't match with Miss Moreau said in her testimony about her phone call. 5 minutes, and there we have Suzanne Moreau made 2 phone calls. Different numbers. This lasting 12 minutes and this 34 minutes. But this is in the morning, so...
That is not exactly what Suzanne told me earlier. Suzanne was on the phone more than 5 minutes. That is a great detective job.
I have to confront Miss Moreau about her phone call. But again, depending on the situation, it's understandable that she might misremember the time. And probably doesn't want to tell that she was in the phone as long as she was. Objection.
If I understand you correctly, you left Daisy when she was not asleep?
The party was very loud. Daisy was too wound up to sleep. I read her a Motley Mule detective story to try and put her to sleep. Daisy finally fell asleep. Right before Motley Mule solved his case in the book I was reading her. I had to make a quick phone call. No more than 5 minutes. But when I came back, Daisy was gone.
Which, well, obviously the time. And here we are.
Are you sure you were only gone for 5 minutes?
5, 6, what does it matter? It was very quick.
The phone record. That is basically what really nails it down.
You say you were only away 5 or 6 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she was alone there more like 10 minutes. And the phone record shows that you stayed on the call for more than 30 minutes, way longer than you said.
My mother is extremely ill. It's difficult for me. I may have lost track of time. When I came back, Daisy had disappeared. It must have been a coincidence.
You have to be precise, Suzanne. A little girl's life is at stake.
Why are you doing this? I didn't do anything wrong. I would never hurt Daisy.
I need to check Suzanne's story. She's panicking. Why now? What is she afraid of?
That is a good question. So let's say that her mother was with Daisy when she was asleep, 10 minutes. She was away, 30 minutes. There's 20 minutes window. So what do we have now? Suffering mother, reconstruct the facts. Call Miss Moreau's mother to check alibi. Can I get the number, please? It's in the file, which I can't check. Oh, sorry, I can. I was a little worried there. so Suzanne Moreau called 2140. What is that number? 9530. Oh, but John called there also. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Anyways, I digress. Stop. So the number is 2140.
That's it. No rookie mistake there.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again, or contact your service provider.
The number Suzanne called is not in service? A hospital?
Well, obviously she didn't call the hospital then. So the number Miss Moreau called, okay. So then reconstruct the facts. So we had Moreau goes to make her telephone call. How do we know these? Wait, what? The kidnapper enters through the front door. Kidnapper climbs the stairs. Kidnapper places a ladder on the Daisy's bedroom. Kidnapper carries the little girl down the ladder and is... So are you so this would be here probably. And enters through front door, climbs the stairs, takes the Daisy and leaves through the ladder.
Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all. The kidnapper places a ladder under the window to Daisy's room. Then he joins the party, just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes.
Okay, we got those reconstructions. Okay, let's talk to Miss Morrow again about the
I
number.
should see if the Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me.
Okay. Oh, I do have to remember she can run, unlike Hercule Poirot, which makes sense. Hercule Poirot never runs. Only his little kreisels. Can I talk to you? Miss Moreau's schedule.
Did you see Miss Moreau during the party?
I remember seeing her at some point, but otherwise no. I was too busy with my guests. Wear the smile, shake the proffered hand.
And Funko.
Ms. Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not? I believe they are very close, and the poor woman is not well. She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Interesting. Some experimental. I'm just thinking about the mustaches. I'm missing those. But let's go and talk to the mother. I'm more worried about the mustaches than the little girl. Can we learn something from you?
I spoke with Suzanne. She was phoning her mother. That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but the hospital said she's been in a medically induced coma for more than 2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma.
Okay, that doesn't look too good on Suzanne's behalf. So, where did she call and to whom? Hmm. So let's have a little chat. The phone
The
number?
number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
Unless the kidnapper has been faking it to her.
You told me you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
But this
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention and was on the phone longer than I said. But since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back, Daisy was gone. I'll never forgive myself.
okay, we got a little problem. So I would say this because she should be in coma.
Are you sure you called your mother?
Yes, every night since she was admitted in December.
Suzanne, I think you really care for Daisy. If you do, then tell me the truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I wasn't calling her. I was on the phone with my boyfriend, Noah.
Why lie about it? Why are you panicking?
Because he's gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping. I'm afraid he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance. That he was just using me somehow. But I swear I talked to him. Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night. So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes, you can see why I lied. Can't you? I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something to do with it. You can understand that, can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you, but you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies, Suzanne. For Daisy. No more lies.
Noah. The name might lead us to that little girl. I am on this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not.
Well, the hospital thing was true, but indeed the boyfriend, so-called boyfriend, used her. So let's start checking. Bien cuisine, cooking book. Not even trying to pronounce. Aris Walter, French English Dictionary. I probably need that. Ooh. Something fundamentals. Oh, Romeo and Juliet. Oh. Motley Mule Detective. Well, that's my first. I want to read that. And the diary. We need it.
Locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
So we need to open that. Around the world in 80 days. Wait, what? Red and black? I don't know. Princess of Cleves? Again, no idea. Then we have Wilted Flowers and from
A
N.
card from the florist. It's signed N.
Oh, sorry, I thought there was something else. Fortunately, nothing dropped from there. And of course... Oh! Drawer. Let's start from the bottom. Tissue paper. Ordinary kind.
Small jewelry box. By the size, I'm guessing earrings. Why put a key in a jewelry box?
Well, good hideout. And that's a ring. So you were wrong. Okay. And the upper drawer. And Victor Hugo Miserables. Can I open it? Or no? Oh.
Huh.
Huh?
Huh.
Okay.
What's in the glass case? Oh, big surprise. Glasses.
Didn't see that coming. I was hoping for mustaches, but... Well, we have to work with what we have. Can I check anything else in the room at the moment? Drawers... No. But I guess we can open this. Ah! Now that's
Okay,
sneaky.
Suzanne. Let's see what you haven't told me.
February 9th, 2019. Day at the park with Noah. I can tell he is opening up more and more with me. I chatted on and on about my job. I told him how much I liked the Armstrongs, especially Daisy. I really feel like he is invested in our relationship. That kind of man is so rare these days. Oh. January 14, 2019. Valentine's Day. Noah and I went to Blue Lagoon, our favorite restaurant, for lunch. It was wonderful at first, but then something happened. Noah received a text message. I don't know what it was, but he said he had to leave. He wouldn't say anything else. I instead went away somewhere in the mountains. Oh, sorry. Instead we went away somewhere in the mountains. Finally we arrived at the cabin in the middle of nowhere. Cabin in the woods. He told me to stay in the car. Not very romantic for Valentine's Day. Well, no. February 23rd, 2019. Noah gave me flowers. He is usually very attentive, but despite everything, I felt he was more distant today. I hope he is well. I would like to be more present for him, but I don't want to interfere in his private life. So you really don't know anything about Noah. March 15, 2019. It's been a while since I wrote in this diary. I didn't have the strength, and I think this is the last time I will write in it. My dear Daisy was kidnapped, and I haven't heard from Noah since that day. It was the night Daisy was taken. He talked and talked. I left Daisy too long, and now she's gone. I thought he loved me, but he just never called again or anything. He hasn't replied to my messages since the night Daisy... I'm lost. It's my fault Daisy's gone. I didn't watch over her.
I can see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong.
But still... That is not a good thing. Understandable, but still. And the weird thing is, well, it's not weird thing. They were all Noah was in part of this kidnapping, but before that, he really never opened up, and then chatted over half an hour, just because. And now, learn more about Miss Moreau's boyfriend. I need to check the identity of Miss Moreau's boyfriend. Right now, he is in just a mystery. Even though it can be locked, Miss Moreau hid her diary. What is... Didn't we... Isn't this enough? It's still grey. No, I think we checked everything. So maybe I need to go and ask about Noah. Maybe... the Armstrongs have heard or seen something or another. Oh, the cat is here. Devil cat.
Can you tell me anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
Dated chauffeur for a while. Then someone new. Are you following me, cat? I do hope we don't see that cat in the train. I might as well go and check the outside just a little bit before we continue, because I want to see if I can find a mustache. Which I probably don't. Do I even wanna? I don't know. Wait, can we check the car? Oh, we can. Oh, we could have probably read the papers in here. Well, I don't know. Nah, let the mustaches be where they might be and continue with the story. So, do you know about the boyfriend?
Know anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction, she keeps pretty much to herself.
Look through the file. Oh.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Okay. So, file about 4x4. Yeah, daughter John. Abduction took place at the Armstrong residence where reception was being held. Letter found outside child's bedroom window. It was used to room. Okay. Ah.
These tire tracks could well be from Suzanne's boyfriend's 4x4. That's it. No rookie mistake there.
Confront Miss Moreau about her boyfriend. So we're missing still something from her boyfriend. The diary. Well, let's go and confront her. Maybe we learn more through her. Let's start with the bouquet of flowers.
I imagine these flowers must have been beautiful. Who gave them to you?
The gardener. They're getting pretty wilted, but I hate to throw them away.
Wait, why did you say gardener? Although there's the N letter.
Tell me about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
My boyfriend? Why? He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Please, Suzanne, the sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person, although, well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be back.
Now you backpedaling. Okay, we know everything, so let's confront her.
Tread marks of a four-wheel drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the night of the kidnapping. Noah drives one, doesn't he? Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything more about him, you have to tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. He never did anything to make me suspicious. We went out to eat, to the movies. Just like a normal couple. He's not the only man in the Berkshires who drives that kind of car.
Hmm. I'm guessing this would be the more likely. I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. That's of course. Although there's the situation where he got... no, this. He never did anything to make me suspicious. The one text message.
You really didn't notice anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if he had a lot on his mind.
The Valentine's Day.
In your diary, you say that Noah took you to a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm sorry, but we have to find Daisy. We both want that. So yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you ever go back to the cabin with him?
No, never.
So what made Noah drive all the way to a cabin in the middle of nowhere? He left her in the car. Why was he there? This is important. I know it is. I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car.
Oh, can I? I don't know if I can. What did Miss Mirror tell me about the ride to the cabin? They crossed 2 bridges and some thick woods when they passed cornfield on the left and entered heavily wooded area. Well, we need to go and check the map. Right. This should be fun.
Thanks to the information Suzanne gave me, I should be able to find the cabin on this map.
Okay. Just check. Basically, I wish I could scroll a little bit more. Okay. So I'm guessing we are talking as a town like this. We left town, then crossed 2 bridges. Well, which one is the town? This or this? We left town, then crossed 2 bridges and some thick woods. If this is the town, then we have 2 bridges here. But it's cross 2 bridges and then best cornfield on the left. So I have to figure out which town we are talking. We have 1, but not 2. And then there has to be a forest after the bridges. Okay, if we are leaving here to the right, there's 1, and then the second bridge, but it's in the thicket. So probably not that. Not that either. We could go left, but then we're straight in the forest. So let's start with this. First here. No. And left. No. We could go... Well, this is interesting. What happens if we throw... Do I need to actually...
That doesn't really match.
Oh, sorry. So we have one bridge here, but what happens if they turned here and went through the forest? But the problem is, then past cornfield on the left, then just trees and more trees. Huh. Trees and trees. Finally, we stopped outside the cabin. The problem is this could... no, sorry. So we... That's cornfield on the left. Right. I always could use hint. What do we have here? River and bodies of water, forest and parks, rural area cultivations, interstate land register. Right. If this taking me too long, I'll probably have to cut a little bit. I'll try not to use the hint system. There is always possibility going back and forward, but again... Let's say they go here. They go one woods, another woods and river. Then they pass cornfield on the left. But then there's no more woods. That's the problem. What about here? Forward, one river, second river. Has cornfield on the left, then woods. Then more woods, maybe here.
That can't be the right place.
Okay. Because, okay. I'm guessing I need to press the button where I would think they went. Because there would be one and two rivers here. Yeah, if this takes too long, I'll probably have to cut this a little bit. So, let's see. I don't know, maybe here, then you would go past the cornfield. So maybe here.
I've got it. The cabin has to be here.
Ah.
I have to find that cabin. I hope I'm not too late.
It didn't took me as long as I had feared, but it took me a little while because I was thinking more like river, wood, river, not river and okay. As you probably guess what I'm trying to explain. Ominous. You probably should have called backup. Just in case.
Okay, here is this famous cabin. Let's investigate.
Okay, I'll try to go outside first. Yeah, that what threw me off a little bit from the trail was thinking about we passed 2 bridges, then we went into the wood. But actually...
Noah brought Suzanne to this dump on Valentine's Day? What a romantic.
After a message. But... what it really meant, there was woods and river crossings. But we found it. Oh. Mustache?
Help yourself, Joanna. You earned it.
Yes, you indeed need mustache to your face. So you can be Jean Poirot. Jean of Poirot. Axe. Okay, do I need it? Maybe not yet. Maybe later. It's a bit dark.
There's nothing but trees in that direction. I should focus on the cabin.
Yeah, yes. I'm just covering my bases. Ooh, lovely. And creepy. And eerie. So... is the door locked?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Nobody. I can't just waltz in without a warrant.
Of course you can.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Nobody. I can't just waltz in without a warrant.
Why not? You just stumbled in. Although, yes. We're not taking that. Ah.
If only I could see what's inside.
So we obviously want to see inside.
That barrel is sturdy enough. I could climb on it.
Nice. So let's move it here. There's that cat. There is the... Alright, I need to zoom in. Start with that. 3892.
Oof, an old hunting trophy starting to molt.
Okay, we know of that. Something
Empty
to...
wine bottles. Somebody has been here lately.
And... there's the mustache, by the way. If you can almost see the corner of the mustache in the middle, down middle of the screen. But there it is.
Daisy's plush toy. If Fluffy is here, the kidnapper has been here. I have to get inside this cabin.
Okay. So let's see if we can enter it. But I guess the door is locked.
The door is solid and the lock is new. The broom isn't sturdy enough to force the door.
Well, we already know how we are going to force this thing.
A maul for splitting wood. Perfect for attacking doors.
Maul, okay. Splitting maul, okay, fine. So let's go and split some doors. Honey, I'm home.
Look at that. A broken door to investigate. No need for a warrant.
While I arrived here, it was just like that. So I decided to take a little peek inside that nothing was missing.
Some people seem to have played here before.
Indeed, spending time.
The stove is cold. Nobody's been here recently.
Duct tape.
The floor is scratched and worn in this area. The sofa must have been moved a lot.
But why? Skis. Pretty old one.
A lot of tools. I guess somebody noticed the cabin was about to fall down.
And
Some boxes. I wonder what they were used for.
box things. I don't know. $3892.
That's a woman's hairbrush. Did Suzanne actually come in here after all?
Interesting. Or maybe they bought one for the girl. I don't know. Let's take the mustaches first.
I've earned a gold mustache.
Indeed, indeed.
It's fluffy, no doubt about it.
It is. Blue Lagoon, Rock House, 2019.
This bottle comes from the Blue Lagoon.
Well, we already know that people have been in Blue Lagoon. So, can I move this sofa? Yes, I can. Put your back into it. There you go.
Damn, it's booby-trapped. If I move, it could go off, and that countdown tells me it wants to go off anyway.
I have no idea. I'll probably die. I'm fairly certain I heard different click, but can I just leave because, or is it, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5. So is it numbers? I'm guessing it's a pairs, but one, well, I have numbered, well, we have 3. No, I have 3, 3, and 3, but oh, come on. The question is, I guess it's combination. And I can't leave until I've solved it. This might take a little while. Again. Let's see. But that doesn't work. Okay. I probably need to trim this if this take a little while. Okay, I don't know. What happens if I try to get oh, but that doesn't work. Do I need to make some kind of pairs? So let's say I have 1 and 2, I should get 2 here. Ah, yes. Now I see. Now we have 1. I hope this is the correct one. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, it was just match, so everything matches. Okay, okay. I'll see. That take me a while. That take me a while. I've been rolling them. I'm trying to listen in. So what do we have here? Circuit boards, fuel. These things are the only ones I can interact with. So let's see what I can do with this. Oh. Do I need to start from here? Okay, so probably what do I need to cut? But what does this do then? Nope. Nope. I guess I'll have to have all 5. That worked. When in doubt, just click the buttons, and it went faster. So this goes here. Let's see. Here. So here. Do I need to cut that then? I think that's correct. So, okay, now I see. So this goes here. When I roll it, it's over there. It goes down here. Well, basically quite middle. And it goes back here. Okay, now I see, now I see. Okay, okay. This one goes right about here. Which would be here. It jumps there. Maybe. Then goes back here. Jumps here. Wait. So it would be this one.
That should do it.
Ooh.
Wow, I wonder if that's how close it was. This would have ended my investigation right here. These rods are heading towards the canisters. It must be the trigger for the explosion. I smell a strong, sweet smell. Damn. I think these are filled to the brim with diethyl ether. Incredibly flammable. It looks like the kidnappers wanted to utterly destroy this place and whoever opened this hatch. A wooden crate? I have to open it. Oh no. Daisy. No.
I called in my discovery of the body. Then there was nothing I could do except protect the site for forensics. The forensics team arrived an hour later, cordoned off the cabin with crime scene tape, and went to work, looking for physical evidence, fingerprints, testing for fluids, DNA, any clues science can uncover.
They removed Daisy's body. The autopsy would take place in the morning. But I had one more stop to make.
Unfortunately, Daisy didn't survive, which we already knew. Well, if you know the story, you knew that.
Oh no!
That night, I swore to find the monster who killed that child.
And now we're back in the train.
Ratchet? On train? Saw me? How? Daisy.
She was awake?
Then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story. Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear her story.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means, tell me the results of your examination.
Oh, really? American, 32, profession, police detective, Although I think she's more with now more as a private person, but let's go with this. Why?
That was easy.
Let's be honest, we really shouldn't have needed to do that. Anyways, time of
Can
death.
you estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far.
Cause of death.
What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping pills during the night.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Ratchet smokes.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
And stab wounds.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or 2 are so slight as to be practically scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The angle of the wounds is instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see, this one, under the right armpit, it's not a deadly blow given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
So, our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
How to explain variety of blows delivered? Multiple killers.
Do we have a first and second murderer, as the great Shakespeare would put it? The first murderer stabs his victim and exits left, turning off the light. Then a second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Magnificent.
You think so? I'm glad. It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
Okay, leave the conversation. I think we're done here. And I'll probably end this episode now. It's a bit shorter episode, but we did have one story bit that got concluded, so that would work easier. But
Thank you, Doctor. Excellent work under difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
what is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Ask passenger if they like the taste of bananas. Ask passenger if they smoke. Offer passengers a cigarette. A vape smoker. I would probably go with offering passengers a cigarette. Because, do you like the taste of banana? No. Is this question a little odd? Don't mind me. I just want to know if you like bananas. Bananas. So, of course, we could ask if they smoke, but offering a cigarette maybe could work. Let's go with that.
Even a smoker might innocently turn me down.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't if I would smoke again. But, well, ask passenger if they smoke then.
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
Recall conversation about vapes or cigarettes. Ask a book to remember who smokes vape. Remember people I have seen smoking. I can't recall any of that. Remember people I have been seen smoking? Oh.
Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking.
Have I?
Just have to remember who they were.
Oh, please, no, not now, because I can't remember. What is the best way to find out who is... Ask someone who smokes a lot if they know a vape smoker. Search suitcases of all passengers. Wait for the next stop. Search suitcases?
No, I have no official authority.
Oh, right.
Anyone could refuse to let me search their belongings.
Oh, right, we have to remember we are living in the modern days now. Wait for the next stop at the station. Honestly, I don't know anymore. We're not waiting for the next station, so if they know vape smoker.
Yes, I suppose it's likely they will give me the list of who smokes what. That's the right answer.
Yeah, I was more thinking the Hercule Poirot stories where he goes through luggages to find the killers and whatnot, and I have to remember it is 2023, so it might be a little bit different. But anyways, next episode we are trying to find a person who likes to smoke bananas and everything else. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.